Day 1 patch for Ultimate. Is it gonna have more content? Well, let's find out. What content? What's happening, my Blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content. My name is Callum. This is going to be your content for today. It's nearly upon us, guys. It's mere days away. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will finally be in our grasp, and it's going to be really amazing because this game not only shows us a lot more characters than we've ever had in Smash Bros. History, but it also has so much more that we couldn't have even dreamed of, right? There are a few places where we would have wanted a little bit more. Certainly the last two characters that were announced for the base roster were to some people a little bit disappointing, and especially in the game mode department, we feel like there's a lot more to do there. You know, granted, we have not yet played the Spirits mode or World of Light or anything like that, but we do feel like just in that base game, a lot of stuff is missing that has been mainstays for Smash Brothers for years, ever since, you know, the game's inception with Super Smash Bros. 64. So I was very curious to find out, are these modes coming? Now, we talked about DLC a little bit yesterday, right? We talked about what DLC will bring for Smash Bros. Ultimate, and of course we know it's going to bring 5 brand new non-Echo fighters, and that it's 100% going to bring a lot more music. And of course, every character gets a stage. We don't know yet if that stage, you know, coincides with the character that it's being released with, but it is going to be a stage. Now, there has been some rumors, some talk that maybe you'll get 2 characters, an Echo and a new fighter, instead of a stage with one of these passes. That's what people are passing around. Now, what I want to say is there is definitely the possibility that we get an update with maybe a new game mode. Now, it isn't really new for Nintendo to add new game modes as DLC. I mean, we've seen it with Super Mario Odyssey, right? The balloon game mode with Luigi. That's brand new content, and that's a brand new game mode instead of just, you know, new levels or a new costume. So this is definitely possible. And I started thinking, what are the possibilities with a day 1 patch? Now, for those of you who don't know, a day 1 patch is basically what happens when a developer has some stuff that you need to update your game for when the game releases, right? When the game went gold, it might not necessarily have included all those things that they really wanted, like some balancing updates, right? Maybe some tiny things with the menus. So those things would then be downloaded to your game and will kind of change the game in that way, you know, maybe some balancing stuff like that. Well, it's been widely known that Smash Bros. Ultimate will be getting a day 1 patch, which is a great thing. I mean, that means that they've actually done the work already, and that there's a lot of things that are going to be better from even copies that people in Mexico are playing right now, right? I mean, the game is, you know, seemingly everywhere. So I thought it would be really great to think about the fact that maybe not for a day 1 patch. I think there is a possibility that they'll do this, but maybe down the road, maybe in one of those DLC packs, we could have potentially more than just characters, stages, or music. I feel like there is a reason that we have the big focus on Spirits mode. And I'm gonna say why. I think that we have these big event matches now with all these spirits, and there are over 1,000 in the game, right? I feel like this was so much to digest for players that I think Sakurai just went, you know, let's just focus on this. Let's just make this the main party, and all those other game modes like the home run contest, like target smash or break the targets or the bomb targets thing, let's just put that aside for now, right? I mean, there's no board the platforms, there's anything remotely like that. There's sort of a race to the finish thing in classic mode, but that's basically it. Now, I feel like Sakurai went, let's just put that on the back burner for now. It's extremely easy content to recycle. I mean, ever since they had Melee, it's been so easy to put that, you know, home run contest in every game because it doesn't really change all that much. There's not too much balancing you have to do. It's, you know, a week's worth of, you know, developing new models for the background and stuff like that. It's not too much work, so why not include it? I think that it's an overabundance of spirits and a lot of things that you could try there. I feel like these game modes would be like a very cool character reveal. Almost as cool as like, oh, that veteran's returning. it would be, oh, that game mode is finally returning to the game. So the idea that a target smash could end up in the game still is definitely out there. I feel like if I would have to guess where this content would be distributed, I would say definitely in the later half of next year. I feel like that's some content that is really big for a lot of people and is going to dramatically increase the duration that people play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So to come out with another Nintendo or Smash Direct, for that matter, later in the year, next year, I feel like that's going to be a big spark, right? I mean, another character, sure, we'll play it, right? If you release like Roy or, or what did they do? Cloud Bayonetta, stuff like that. Yeah, we'll hop in the game and play some more. But if you give us a new way to play, not necessarily a new character, but like, oh, here's target test for every single character. We just worked on this a whole long time. And now after half a year of playing Smash Ultimate, here's this brand new awesome game mode. By the way, you can also find those target tests in classic mode. Now that to me would be the real meat of this story. I feel like that would be a great way to go about, getting all that new content in Smash and not necessarily having it at launch. So thinking about, target tests for characters like Mario and, new ones like Inkling, or veterans like Link, but now, of course, having Breath of the Wild look, so still changing around a bit. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun to explore those options. So do I think that it's possible that they'll do it with a day one patch? Well, I don't really know. I feel like Sakurai has shown us everything, and of course, we kind of know we've seen everything. There is a possibility that there is some secret stuff that is hidden behind a day one patch. I mean, that would be the perfect way not to spoil anything. And, a day one patch is almost like streaming a Nintendo Direct, right? If it doesn't leak, that's just you hold that until the moment that you want to release it. You can't just get a physical copy somewhere. Maybe it doesn't include the content that you're willing to distribute later. And that makes me think, could it be possible to, not have the content on the game just available right there when you buy it, and it'll only become available on launch day? That could be a really cool safeguard for people. But I feel like there definitely is a possibility that there's more content coming to this game. I don't know if it's going to be day one. It would be really great if it was day one. I feel like there are some tiny mainstay things in Smash and in fighting games in general. If you think about Street Fighter, having all those in-between funny things like smashing up that car or something like that, I feel like those are severely lacking in this Smash Brothers game. I feel like there's a lot of polish on the characters, on the balancing, the stages, getting every character back and everything looking gorgeous, but I feel like we are missing in the game mode department. I think that if reviews are to come out, I think that's going to be one of the things they say, right? There's so much content in here, but there's not that much diversity in content, right? It's just playing fighting matches. Of course, that's, the bread and butter of Smash, but ever since Smash 64, which is the first game, we've had a couple of different ways to play. Not only target smash, we had both the platforms in that one too. So I feel like it is in the DNA of Smash. I feel like Sakurai knows this. He knows this so well that he went out of his way to create an adventure mode so that we can have that mode again, even though it's, been since Brawl that we've had a game mode like that. So I feel like this is a long time coming for the game. Do I think that it's going to happen on day one? We'll have to wait and see. Right now, I would say no, just because I feel like a lot of people haven't played this game yet. I mean, most of the people that are looking forward to playing this game haven't played it yet. So I feel like that's having enough content for people to sink their teeth in. So at this moment, I wouldn't think so, but I'm really curious what you guys think. I mean, do you guys think that there will be a day one patch with more content in the game? Do you think they're, keeping anything back, not in terms of characters, but maybe they're keeping something back in terms of game modes? So let me know in the comments down below. Of course, we have our comment question of the day, which is, guys, what game mode would you like to see in Smash that's not already in? As far as our previous comment question goes, that comes by way of Revan007, and he says, 7 Fire Emblem characters. Sakurai, no more Fire Emblem! Over 12 Mario characters. Sakurai, give me more Mario characters! Well, Revan007. Oh, wait. I just find out that that rhymes, and that's totally awesome. I feel like there is a lot of Fire Emblem characters. I don't think that there's over 12 Mario characters in the game. I think that Yoshi and Donkey Kong are their own franchises, Wario even. So I don't think we're hitting 12 yet. Mario is the biggest franchise in Smash, so I wouldn't, cry seeing characters in there from the Mario universe. I wouldn't necessarily say more villains, right? More bad guys, right? But Wart would be very welcome. Characters like that, that have been long missing. Gino would be very welcome. I feel maybe a character like Pauline could be really awesome. No, I feel like we have enough Fire Emblem characters for now. Having Chrom in there now that's the cap for now. I feel like there is so much choice within Fire Emblem to have cool characters that ride horses or characters that wield axes and stuff like that. I really hope that they do some more original stuff like that. I mean, Robin was a step in the right direction, but then having Chrom, another Echo Fighter of Roy, who is basically an Echo Fighter of Marth, and we have Lucina, it's just getting a little bit too much, right? And I love Corrin's playstyle. I do feel like that's just a character that will be forgotten in a few years, and it was just added because of the game that was coming up, right? It's not a character that necessarily, is as big as a character like Mario or even King K. Rool, who's been missing for a long time. It's not that big of a history point. And now it is because of Smash. I feel like Mario characters deserve a little bit more than Fire Emblem characters deserve to be in Smash. I mean, it's called Smash Brothers, not Smash Emblem, although that does sound really, really cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and commenting. These are always a ton of fun to do. So, of course, there is a giveaway, the Smash Brothers Ultimate pin, and we're almost there, guys. So, comment down below why you deserve that pin. You could win it and then wear it proudly when you play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Maybe we'll play a match together and you can gloat how you have that pin. And I don't have it because I gave it away on a giveaway. So thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, guys, if you donate to the Patreon, it's going to be such a big difference for the channel. I'm already smiling like crazy every time someone new joins the club. So thank you guys so much for being there. And Christopher Y, thank you so much that you joined the Patreon. It's really cool. Look forward to more Snake Codex too, because a lot of people are really wishing for that. There's, I think, 6 episodes scripts out there, so watch this space because it's gonna happen. Remember, if you're not yet a member of the Block Content family yet, just hit that subscribe button. All the news and fun that you care about will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll just see you around the corner where there's always more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Blocked content. See ya.